Welcome to Live from the Music Maker stage. We're super excited to be bringing you another show today. I wore my MAGA hat today in honor of that. And if you were able to tune in last week, we had Jason Estridge here last week, and Jason was kind enough to come in today and help us out with dialing in some sound. So we're hoping every week we want to just keep getting better and better and improving our show for you guys. We want this to be a show that you come to just rely on, where you can hear amazing artists, a way to get away from, or way to cap off the week or get away from your worries for a little while. And God willing, when we're able to reintroduce an audience in our space again, we're still going to continue to do the live stream. We'll just also have an audience. But right now, we're doing it safely. We're honoring the COVID-19 requirements and making sure that we're being safe. And you know, tonight I was thinking, I want to start trying to figure out a way to pair the drinks that we have with our artists that we have performing. And tonight we're super excited because we have Jon Byrd and Nielhaus tonight. And I've been a fan of theirs for a long time, not only as human beings but as musicians as well. And I'm really excited about this show because Jon and I are friends. But like I said, I'm also fans of the music as well. So I thought tonight, you know what? What about just I say simple, but a good whiskey on the rocks here. Little Makers on the Rocks. Because when I think about Jon's music and Paul's playing, it's just pure and simple and good. And what better way to start a show than with an amazing drink? We got the rain coming down outside. A little bit of thunder. We're getting some applause from the heavens already. But ooh, that's good. So, without further ado, I want to introduce you to Jon Byrd and Niehaus live from the Music Maker stage. Salud, amigo.
Cheers, yes indeed. Look at us.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes, it is. Smooth.
Yeah.
Like Paul.
Yeah.
Like Paul Niehaus. Smooth, just very smooth. Well, we're going to start with a song that I wrote about my home state. I always say you ought to be able to be proud of where you're from. You ought to be able to be. So that's why I wrote this song. Well, my uncle was a logger, my papa was a railroad man. When you're down in Alabama, you find a dollar where you can. I grew up never knowing there was any other way. I've been to New York City and I got to say that Alabama asphalt's giving off heat. I gotta keep moving, I got a time to beat. Well, I miss Tuscaloosa and I miss the Mobile Bay, and the Gulf of Mexico is calling me home. There's a brown-eyed girl, she's waiting for me. She thinks I'm in Tennessee. And there's a blue-eyed girl in a Georgia town. I'd have to hit Atlanta just to take her down, 'cause that Alabama asphalt giving off heat. I gotta keep moving, I got a time to beat. Well, I miss Tuscaloosa and I miss the Mobile Bay, and the Gulf of Mexico is calling me home. Now if you're down in Alabama, you better watch your ways. 'Cause laying burning tar is the least that you're gonna pay. Yeah, they'll chain you to your brother and give a shotgun to the other. There's that Alabama asphalt giving off heat. I gotta keep moving, I got a time to beat. Well, I miss Tuscaloosa and I miss the Mobile Bay, and the Gulf of Mexico is calling me home. Well, all right. That'll get us warmed up, I guess. I think so. Let's do, that's on my Well of Wishes record. Hold on. I'm trying to be a better businessman these days. That's on my, that last song is on this record right here, just FYI. But the next song is off this latest record of mine that's called Dirty Old River, and I reckon that's what we're going to do, Dirty Old River. Here we go. Whoa. Dirty old river running through my town. Used to take you somewhere, used to get you around. Used to be a highway, then a byway. Now it's just my way of going down. Dirty old river never makes a sound. It just wears a mist like a wedding gown of a stood-up bride about to come unwound. Dirty old river a-going down. The dirty old river won't let me go. Won't say nothing about what it knows. Dirty old river haunts my dreams. Dirty old river, I ain't what it seems. Dirty old river won't let me go. Won't say nothing about what it knows. Dirty old river haunts my dreams. Dirty old river, I ain't what it seems. Dirty old river, take me away. If you do, a promise never to say just how it came to be, how you set me free. Dirty old river, the river and me. Dirty old river, the river and me. Dirty old river, the river and me. Niehaus on the pedal steel. If there was a big giant audience, people would just be loud. I couldn't hear anything. That's what the rain is. That's they're applauding Paul Niehaus on the pedal steel. Man, now that's two finger picking, kind of bluesy. I don't know if those are bluesy. What are they? I don't know, but we need a shuffle. So let's do this. That'll smooth it out a little bit. Let's do this. I always try to do a Davis Raines song. He's my guy. Tomorrow I'm on the radio with Gina Bacon, and we're going to do some Davis Raines music. I know it. But this one is called Giving the Devil His Due. Here we go. Well, it's Jack Black, Waterback. Let's see how high the deck can stack for a rambling, gambling poor boy with the blues. And it's fast women, all the trimmings. Man like me ain't got no limits when he's giving the devil his due. I'm giving the devil these wasted days his due. And I'm sinking to new levels so I don't think of you. Hey, I'm staying up, laying up. That's the way I'm paying up. I'm a giving the devil his due. Sure, man. Now it's high style, profile, all night going buck wild and moving like there's nothing left to lose. But it's quicker, I figure, to go ahead and pay the fiddler, and I'm a giving the devil his due. I'm giving the devil these wasted days he's due. And I'm sinking to new levels so I don't think of you. Hey, I'm staying up, laying up. That's the way I'm paid up. I'm a giving the devil his due. Yes, I'm giving the devil his due. Yeah. Man, I have missed you playing the pedal steel, Paul. Doggone it. Normally I don't give the pedal steel player a cussing mic, you know, but I actually want to know what you think. You're a no, that was beautiful. That was just too much fun. Yeah, you know, one good thing about having 2 or 3 camera people, which means real people in the room, is that you know, there's people here, and I appreciate that. And I can see toes tapping, and y'all are working hard, don't get me wrong, but I can see you kind of, I'm like, oh yeah, because when you do this, when you do the streaming thing, and people are talking with each other online, hey, how you doing? And that's all a beautiful thing, but I don't get any of that, you know. But when having just a few little folks in here, as hard as y'all are working, I can tell you're part of it. You're doing it with us, so I appreciate that so much. And just the special treat of having Paul Niehaus play pedal steel is great. So I always say we have the weeping pedal steel, so you don't have to cry alone. And that's how we're going to do it. Let's do I Get Lost. That's also off of this record here, but it's called I Get Lost, and it's a song I wrote with Stephen Simmons, a great songwriter in this town, a great friend, and one of the reasons I love Nashville, Tennessee. I I'm in D, I think. I get lost in the music. I get lost in my mind. I get turned around on back roads. I get turned around sometimes. And every road, oh, is a back road. I got lost when you left me. I'm still lost tonight. All we have are memories to keep us in line. I remember how you loved me with no sense of time. These old songs tell a story that no one should know. These old songs, they keep coming from my old radio. And I get lost in the music. I get lost in my mind. I get turned around on back roads. I get turned around sometimes. And every road, oh, is a back road. I got lost when you left me. I'm still lost tonight. In my mind, I get turned around on back roads, get turned around sometimes. And every road, oh, is a back road. I got lost when you left me. I'm still lost tonight. I got lost when you left me. I'm still lost tonight. I'm saying, yeah, man, that was great. Thank you. I'm probably not supposed to say that. Wasn't that great? Boy, we sounded great. Man, that was great. Anyway, well, I can't help it. Yeah, that's right. That's how you get the big bucks right there. Man, Paul, I saw a video. And it's from 10 years ago or more, but it was you in Calexico on some giant stage with lots of lights and a giant audience, huh?
2006.
Okay, 2006.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Man, I'm like, it just makes me appreciate you playing me with my little D's gigs and, you know, spring water and wherever, you know. Was that in Paris, France? See, now you're bragging. Everything was fine till now. Paris, France. I've heard of it. I think they call it Paris. Let's see. I'm just going down my little list. Okay. Well, you know what? I want to do this song because I want to hear Paul on this one. Irina tells me I tell the same stories every single time. I don't mean to, but I can't help it. My Uncle Royce visited my old hometown, Frisco City, Alabama. Hey, Paul Edens, if you're listening. And Jackie and Sarah. Oh, I got so many friends from my grammar school that keep up with me. Anyway, my Uncle Royce came back to Frisco City, a little town in Monroe County, and they said, "Royce, what are you doing here?" "I'm visiting Mama." Oh, that's good. And I'm seeing some friends from high school. Oh, that's wonderful. And I marched with Dr. King last Sunday. Oh, So he wasn't the most popular fellow in Frisco City, but he was my hero. So, so I always dedicate this next song. This is a Davis Raines, Pamela Jackson song. I dedicate it to my Uncle Royce from Frisco City, Alabama. It's called Going to Montgomery. Let's do that again. I'm going to Montgomery, walk with Martin Luther King, gonna shake these demons from me when I hear Hank Sr. sing. I'm going to Montgomery. I'm going to Montgomery. Oh, rock me in the cradle where the moss hangs off the trees, where it's hard and hot and hateful, where it's soft and cool and sweet. I'm going to Montgomery. I'm going to Montgomery. Oh, and let me ride and drop me down by the riverside. My heart is down in Dixie, she's a-waiting for me there. She called to say she missed me, so I've got no time to spare. I'm going to Montgomery. I'm going to Montgomery. Oh, I'm going to Montgomery. I'm going to Montgomery. Oh. All right. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Davis, for writing that song. I needed that. First time I heard that song, I was like, I'm recording that song. So anyway, thank you, Paul. That was great.
Jump in here for a
for it.
second.
Yeah.
And for those people watching at home, I want to show them a little way that they can show a little bit of love to you guys and what you're doing there. So hang on, let me switch hands here because I'm a right-handed. There we go. All right. So I'm on Venmo, and I'm going to go to Jon Byrd 007, baby. There you go. And return. And there he is. Bam. And we're going to, then you can just go right there. I don't know if you're able to see that, if that's coming out. And you can put, what for? Well, how about for awesome music? Yeah,
Oh,
awesome
man. Hey, Manuel,
music. Yes, sir.
Let me just tell you this. May I add that tonight I'm playing with Paul Niehaus, and we're doing what we always do. We're splitting the tips.
Awesome.
So whatever comes my way, whatever comes our way, we're gonna fight over it in the parking lot.
Right on.
So,
Well, cool. And we'll live stream that too.
Yeah.
So, and then you just hit pay
It's
and
gonna be beautiful. Believe
pay,
me.
boom, there it goes.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much. That's
So yeah,
good.
if you're at home watching, show them some love. And thank you guys for coming out. You sound amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're pretty spoiled here. We got a little private concert. So
Well, but y'all are working. I see it, man. That's beautiful. I love it. I'm gonna do Deportee. Oh, pardon me. I'm gonna do Deportee. This song is an old Woody Guthrie song. It's a song I've loved since I was about 14 or 15 years old because I was obsessed with Bob Dylan. So I went to the Friedman Library in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I said, I'm looking for any Bob Dylan. Of course, they're all checked out. And the lady said, or I'm sure she was a young lady, said, well, if you like Bob Dylan, you need to see who his inspiration was, Woody Guthrie. And so I said, give it to me. And it was a Woody Guthrie Folkways record. It's a very famous record now, but it was just a record of the library. And this song was on that record. And years and years and years later, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and we're doing a show, and Manuel says, hey, you know this song called Deportee? And I'm like, say no more. I know this song. This song means the world to me. So I always say this, I'm sorry that it's still relevant, but that's why we're playing it, because it's real. The crops are all in, the peaches are rotting. The oranges are piled in their creosote dumps. They're flying them back to the Mexican border to pay all their money to wade back again. My father's own father, he waded that river. They took all the money he made in his life. My brothers and sisters come work in the fruit fields. Rode in that truck till they took down and died. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. Some of us are illegal, and some of us ain't wanted. Our work contract's out, so we've got to move on. 600 miles to the Mexican border. They treat us like rustlers, like outlaws, like thieves. The sky plane caught fire over Los Gatos Canyon. Fireball of lightning shook all the fields. Who are these friends all scattered like dry leaves? The radio says they're just deportees. And goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. All right. Beautiful, Paul. Yeah, man. Well, let's do this one. It's called Just Another Gun. This song is so dark that I could never write it myself, so a friend of mine wrote it, and I said, oh yeah, since I'm never going to write a song like this, I'll record it. Yeah. Begged her not to go. She was gonna be sorry. She said I didn't scare her. She said I done got salt. Dragged her down the driveway, told her baby it's your last chance. At least she knew I loved her before the gun went off. I got it from my dad. He said he got it from his grandpa. We took it off a printer way back in World War I. The treasure of the family, what a beauty, what a rarity. For all the good it didn't mean, I say it's just another gun. It's just another gun at the bottom of the river. It's just another river in the gray south land. It's just another cold case to the Carolina cops now. Never should have told me I was just another man. Of love, how a kiss will make you quiver, how to make it linger is something no one knows. I was shaking when I met her, I was drinking when I left her, in the woods beyond the river where hardly no one goes. I haven't held a gun and I haven't touched a bottle ever since I tossed them into the cold Cape Fear. I haven't seen the inside of the Carolina state line. I haven't used my real name in over 13 years. It's just another gun bottom of the river. It's just another river in the gray Southland. Just another cold case to the Carolina cops now. Never should have told me I was just another man. That's an Al Shelton song. It's on this record right here. If you buy a CD from me, boom, I'm back in the music business. It's boom, just like that. All right, well, let's see, Paul. What else do I want to hear you play? Oh, I know. I've been wanting to hear this song. I'm from the state of Alabama, and right now we have a great senator from there, and I can't always say that, but we have a wonderful senator, and Senator Jones, and so. But anyway, this song is from Henniger, Alabama. It's from the Louvin brothers, Charlie Louvin in particular, and we haven't done this one in a long time either. In fact, me and Paul are doing songs we haven't done in months and months and months. Can y'all imagine that? But I love this song. This is my favorite. I always say this is my favorite. Don't go stalking, pay your child support country song. The other day I walked out on the street and I happened to see a pretty young woman, a little bitty boy, and he looked back at me. See the big man cry, Mama? Well, that's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, Mama? He looks like his heart will break. I followed them to a pet shop window. That little boy looked to see. Then he looked up at her, said if I had a daddy, he'd buy that puppy for me. See the big man cry, Mama? Well, that's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, Mama? He looks like his heart will break. I wanted to tell him I was his dad, and he sure had a pretty mom. But the judge had said I could never see him for the things I'd said and done. See the big man cry, Mom? Oh, that's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, Mom? He looks like his heart will break. As you grow older, you'll find someone who's dear. Just stick by her, take care of her, and you will never hear. See the big man cry, Mama? Well, that's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, Mama? He looks like his heart will break. I've met Charlie Louvin one time in Birmingham, and I told him how much I loved his music and appreciated him, and that I learned of him through Emmylou Harris and Graham Parsons. And Charlie Louvin, without skipping a beat, Charlie Louvin said, "Those hippies? Okay." He didn't care, which is fine. All right. Yeah, but anyways, I grew up in Alabama, and when I was a kid, there was George Wallace, racist governor, and Bear Bryant. So I picked Bear Bryant. I thought I did pretty good. But nobody told me that Hammer and Hank Aaron was from Mobile. They didn't tell me. Or I'm thinking Wilson Pickett was from Muscle Shoals, but nobody told me, So anyway, later on in life, you figure these things out. And so I love Charlie Louvin. He's a good fella. All right, what are we going to do here? Let's do, that was one I wanted to do so bad, and I'm glad we did it. All right, let's do this one. This was sufficiently pitiful. I always say, and I know there's young folks here, but country music is really not for children. It's just too sad, too pitiful. And so me and my buddy, he used to be married to an Americana superstar, and he put her on a plane, and 2 weeks later he got a phone call saying, "I don't love you anymore, I want a divorce." And he was like, "What happened?" And so things happen, that's what happens. And so he and I wrote this song to kind of put it into a pitiful frame. Here we go. I'm supposed to tell you this is on the Well of Wishes record because I'm trying to sell records. If you can stand it, it's so sad. In a chest of skin and bone is where I keep her stepping stone, locked up safely and I've thrown away the only key. It used to be as good as gold, really something to behold, till a heel without a soul took a stroll, you see. Wore it down and left it flat, turned its shimmer into black, used it to get where she's at, then gave it back to me. With the bottom of her shoe, she did what I can't undo. No longer will this heart be true like it used to be. In a chest of skin and bone is where I keep her stepping stone, locked up safely and I've thrown away the only key. Man, that's so pitiful that we're going to have to counterbalance that with a little bit of Bobby Bear. I was telling Manuel earlier that there was Bobby Bear mania in Norway in 1964, and this next song was one of the reasons. It was a smash hit all over the world. It was such a smash hit that Manuel Delgado heard it when he was a kid because his daddy was singing it around the house. It's just that kind of song. It's a good one. That's what that means. And, you know, I'm so lucky that I got to be on a record with Bobby Bear, and he's just such a good cat. And, you know, there's a lot of things wrong with Nashville, but I love living in the same town as Bobby Bear and Tom T. Hall and, you know, the good folks. So I'm in the right place. I don't know if you're in I'm in the right place. I know that. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. Last night I went to sleep in Detroit City, and I dreamed about those cotton fields and home. I dreamed about my mother, dear old papa, sister, and brother. I dreamed about the girl who's been waiting for so long. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Home folks think I'm big in Detroit City. From the letters that I write, they think I'm fine. By day I make the cars, by night I make the bars. If only they could read between the lines. You know, I caught a northbound freight to Detroit City. And after all these years, I believe I've just been wasting my time. So I think I'll take my foolish pride, put her on a southbound freight and ride straight back home to the loved ones I left waiting so far behind. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. Yeah, man, that's beautiful. That song is so sweet, and we're going to have to follow it up with a hateful one. You know, people come to Nashville, and it's like Hollywood or Broadway in New York. You know, they come here with lots of dreams, and they come from all over the world, really, all over. But there's one group of people that come here, and they won't shut up about where they came from. It's interesting, and you get tired of it after a while. I always say the happiest people I know are Texans that live in Texas, and the most miserable people I know are Texans that do not live in Texas. Let's say Nashville, for example. If Texas is so great, well then what are you doing here? All you want to talk about is Texas. I'm trying to drink my beer. Port Aransas girls are pretty, but I like Panama City. And if Texas is so great, well then what are you doing here? Sitting in my favorite Nashville bar, mad at the waitress cause there's no Lone Star. Talking about your Texas music too. Well, I'm trying to listen to Amy Lou. She's from Birmingham. And if Texas is so great, well, then what are you doing here? All you want to talk about is Texas. I'm trying to drink my beer. Port A girls are mighty pretty, and I like Panama City. And if Texas is so great, well then what are you doing here? Show 'em, man. Shiner every now and then, much rather have a whiskey blend. You say Guy Clark is your favorite son. He moved to Nashville in 1971, and he didn't move back. And if Texas is so great, well, then what are you doing here? All you want to talk about is Texas. I'm trying to drink my beer. Port A girls are mighty pretty, and I like Panama City. Texas is so great, well then what are you doing here? Horn hooking is the thing to do. Well, I wouldn't do it if I were you. You going on about the Alamo? Well, I was rooting for Mexico. Uh-oh. And if Texas is so great, well then what are you doing here? All you want to talk about is Texas. Beer. Now Port A girls are mighty pretty when you find them in Panama City. And if Texas is so great, if Texas is so great, if Texas is so great, well then what are you doing here? Paul Niehaus on the pedal steel. There we go. Can't do it without it. All right, we got time for one more? I don't know. How we doing? Maybe? Okay. Oh, look at that. All right. Well, then, you know, my best gal is not here. And whenever my best gal doesn't come to my show, I have to do a song for her. And this is the song we always do. I think we'll do it in D instead of in C. And she understands completely. And I'm going to do this for all my cowpoke friends over at Post 82. They had a little trouble over there. I hope y'all are helping them out too. But a bunch of dear pals, and it's a Wynn Stewart song, so I always think of the cowpokes when I do this one. And it goes like, where did it go? Oh yeah. They call me a playboy as I'm making my rounds, chasing the bright lights of every nice spot in town. Though I'll never show it, my heart's breaking in two. Hey, they call me a playboy, but I'm too lonesome for you. I once had a real love. That was when I had you, and now I'll never feel love with somebody new. This false front I'm wearing is just to cover my blues. Hey, they call me a playboy, but I'm just lonesome for you.
That was amazing.
We had fun.
Yeah, me too.
I had fun. I hope Paul had fun. I can't tell behind his mask.
Yeah.
I think he seems okay.
Yeah.
He's okay with it. Good.
Well, we're spoiled. Like I said, we get the private concert here, but we hope that those of you at home that are watching, and don't forget to share some love on Venmo and PayPal, and just our shirt says we go live for the vibe, and we're artists supporting artists,
Yes, indeed.
and they're out supporting you guys. So the whole point of this show is to bring a little bit of love to the people that are at home watching right now. So, we're going to get through this, and it's moments like these that I really do believe that it's the arts that saves us in the end. And so we're so grateful. Thanks to Jon Byrd. Thanks to Paul Niehaus for coming out tonight. What a great show. We want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank Delgado Guitars. You might have heard of those guys. Yeah, so.
I don't care what they say.
Right?
I like
Yeah,
it.
there you go. We want to thank Cynthia Floyd, Soul Stomp. She's an amazing supporter. Thanks to Doctora Sunshine. They're amazing products. Check all these sponsors out. Thanks to Bose for providing the great sound that you guys are hearing at home, and we keep getting better and better at figuring it out. Thanks to Jason Eskridge, who came in early today and was kind enough to help us with our sound. John's pointing out the Maker's Mark shot that we got. I guess it was more than a shot. What do you call that? That's like a, that's a double pump. Yeah. So thanks to them. Thanks to the East Nashvilleian, to LR Bags, and then of course thanks to my amazing family who is here doing all the work behind the scenes, and that includes Tyler, who's part of our family. Thanks to him. Thanks to Ava. Thanks to Lila. Thanks to my beautiful wife Julie. So. Tune in next week. We got another great show next week. And anything that you guys at home, if you're watching, and the way that we keep getting better is by your feedback. And that's kind of how we've always run our business. If there's something you tell us that we can do better, then we're going to try to work at making that better for you. But if you know of any people that might be interested in sponsoring us, everything that we're doing, our whole show, as you know, we offer it for free, and we're here supporting the artists. So any sponsors that we have help us to be able to show them even more love. So tune in next week. Again, it's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Help get the word out. The more followers we get, the more people that like us on Facebook, or better yet, if they sign up for our YouTube page and subscribe to that, that's all helpful. So again, help us to keep being able to bring these shows to you. Thanks again, and until next week, we'll go live for the Vibe next week. So thank you guys. Have a great weekend. Thank you guys.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh man, that was
Julie,
awesome.
Thank you. Beautiful.